Hi everyone, my name is Brianne Sivertson and this is my project on Dunkin' Donuts. A little bit of the history on Dunkin' Donuts. It was started in 1948 under the name Open Kettle by William Rosenberg. It was originally founded to be a restaurant for industrial workers to grab a quick cup of coffee for 10 cents and a donut for 5 cents on their lunch breaks. In 1955, he sort of changed gears with that and changed the name to Dunkin' Donuts and expanded to more of a coffee shop in that environment. In just 5 years after changing the name, the first franchise of Dunkin' Donuts was opened, and 10 years later, in 1965, they were up to 100. Current products they offer: coffee, donuts are a given, but they also offer additional caffeinated coffee beverages like cappuccinos, lattes, frozen coffees, hot chocolates, iced teas. Basically, anything somebody could want to drink in the morning, they offer it. They also have baked goods. They have over 50 kinds of donuts, bagels, croissants, muffins, and they're now iconic Munchkin donut holes. They were first introduced in the 1970s and took off. And then other innovative menu items, they have breakfast sandwiches, the DD Smart menu, and basically other fun breakfast foods. They have hash browns, stuff like that. The mission statement, vision, and values. The mission statement for Dunkin' is actually still the same one that the founder, William Rosenberg, made when he first created the company. It is to make and serve the freshest, most delicious coffee and donuts quickly and courteously in modern, well-merchandised stores. The vision is to deliver high-quality food and beverage quickly, affordably, and conveniently in a welcoming environment. And then Dunkin' Donuts also has about 12 values or guiding principles. The values are honesty, transparency, humility, respectfulness, fairness, and responsibility. And their guiding principles are leadership, innovation, execution, social stewardship, and fun. They want you to have fun when you're there, enjoying your coffee and your donuts, and really just enjoy your time in the restaurant. The competitors. The competitors of Dunkin' Donuts is obviously Starbucks. Other ones are McDonald's, McCafe, Tim Hortons, and Krispy Kreme. Now, it is also other people who sell coffee, like your local gas stations and restaurants you may go for breakfast. They also compete with Dunkin', but not on a higher level like these companies do. I'm going to start out with a SWOT analysis of the company. For the SWOT analysis, the strengths. The strengths is a strong brand recognition in the United States. Dunkin' Donuts is actually ranked number 1 in customer loyalty for the past 12 years. So it says something about them that they were able to build up a strong customer base that is loyal to them and repeatedly keeps coming back for more and more coffee and donuts. The next strength I put down is their DD Perks mobile app, and here it is. So just like a quick thing, I think it's really good. I use it all the time. You can add money to a gift card and use this to scan, and then you pay that way and you accumulate points and you get rewards. So once you get the rewards, you get a free beverage. Just for signing up, you get a free beverage. And then they also have other items for customers. So since it's Thursday, they have NHL fan appreciation offer since they're partnered with the NHL. You get $1 medium coffee. And when you pay with that and you get 200 points, you get a free beverage every time. And then the last strength I have is a high profit margin on menu items. They relatively make their products for cheap and they sell them. I think a large iced coffee is around $3.09 in Pittsburgh right now. So that's something to look at. They probably make the coffee for 20-30 cents. Some weaknesses I have is the number of franchises. Right now, they are up to about 12,000 stores just in the US. So, with a high number of franchises, there leaves room for quality control to go down and other things that are out of their control. So, since that is a problem, it's something you really want to keep your eye on, and I put it down as a weakness. Other things I put down is a shift to healthier diets. People are being more conscious of what they're putting in their bodies and eating. That can then deter people from coming to the store altogether. And then another weakness is low brand recognition internationally. Even though Dunkin' Donuts does such a good job in the United States building up that customer brand loyalty, they don't have that yet internationally, and it's something they need to work on through franchising and everything like that to get them to that level. Opportunities for Dunkin' is their next generation stores. So the next generation stores are minimalistic. They are toned down on their color scheme to more coffeed colors, browns, tans, stuff like that. And there's only like pops of their signature colors of pink and orange. Also in the stores, they are putting in kiosks for ordering along with keeping their traditional cashiers. It can speed up the line processes and get people in the door quicker and faster and get them on their way. Another cool thing they're doing in the next generation store is they're putting in a tap system for cold beverages. So it's for iced coffees, iced teas, cold brews, green tea, anything cold that they serve. They are then putting it in essentially a draft system for coffee, and it is keeping the coffee at a consistent temperature and keeping it fresher longer for the customer, which is kind of cool. I watched a video on it. And then opportunities for domestic and international growth. A large number of Dunkin' stores in the US are on the eastern half of the United States. If they have stores on the western coast, but if they increase those, they will gain even more of the market space. In international growth, they can tap into markets they are not in yet. I believe China is one market they want to get into soon. And then another opportunity is developing new and innovative menu items. I think Dunkin' does a good job of this already. Last year they implemented the Girl Scout cookie flavors and they brought them back again this year. There's, I know Thin Mint's on there, which is all right there. It's a seller. So, and then some threats. Threats are product shortages. This can't always be in their control. There could be a bad crop season or something like that. That just affects what they sell and how they do it. It could also be like a creamer or an egg shortage. And then another threat is new laws and restrictions on the food industry. It could be something that they are not allowed to do, a prep process, anything like that that can then affect how they operate. And then the last threat I put down is competitors. Since the market is heavily saturated, there is a number of competitors that if customers don't like something, they can go somewhere else. Porter's 5 forces. Threat to new entry is high. The barriers to entry to the food industry is relatively low. And they have high profit margins, which makes it more appealing for new companies to come in, then increasing competition. So competition is also high because there is a high number of them. The number of substitutes is a moderate to high risk as well. Coffee is easily copied. Every coffee chain has a form of a hot coffee, an iced coffee, a latte, a cappuccino, a macchiato, all of their own signature things. I've heard a lot of people say it's common for if they want a hot or iced coffee, they go to Dunkin. If they want more of a specialty espresso item, they go to Starbucks. So the threat of substitutes is there. It's just about who does it better. Then the bargaining power of buyers is moderate. If they don't like I said earlier, like if they don't like how Dunkin is doing something or they're getting bad customer service, they can go across the street to Starbucks. So they do have a power of choosing where they go. And then the power of suppliers is relatively low to a moderate risk. Suppliers don't have a whole lot of negotiating power when it comes to a big coffee producer like a Dunkin or a Starbucks. They don't have the power to negotiate a better contract, a better rate. Dunkin or Starbucks holds more of that power. Now the growth blueprint for Dunkin, they implemented this in 2018, and it basically is a roadmap for them on how they want to grow the business. Dunkin's goal is to grow 3% by 2020. That's adding roughly about 1,000 stores. Their main way of growth is through franchising. And then some other things they want to do to continue to grow in areas like market share or customers or anything really is they want to continue their menu innovation. They want to come up with new beverage items or new flavors to add in. They did this year with the Girl Scout cookies of doing a Samoa flavor of a coconut caramel. New breakfast sandwiches or specially limited edition stuff that is only there for a short time that gets people in the door. Craveable donuts, anything. And then they're also trying to combat the health initiative by removing any artificial flavoring and dyes in their stuff. And then the next one is unparalleled convenience. They want to make the customer's experience great. They super convenient, easy, in and out the door, and get you on your way. The DD Perks app is a way they're doing it, and also just increasing a better customer service. In some areas, I think they are also testing a delivery option. And catering. Broad accessibility is just reaching more customers. This is where the 3% growth comes into play. And then restaurant excellence. They're just trying to simplify their stores. They are improving their employee training, and they are, again, just trying to provide the best service to their customers. And then some financials. Their gross margin percentage is at about a 90% right now. And then they also are, the one thing hurting them is they are $3.1 billion in secured debt, which is kind of a hardship on them because they have to finance the debt. They're paying interest or doing things like that that puts unnecessary funds towards the debt. Some of my suggestions are to continue growth both domestically and internationally to gain more market share and grow overall. My second suggestion is to keep updating stores and putting the next generation stores on the market to improve their customers' experience. They can do this and put them in places like the West Coast to get more of the market share out of there, since right now it's only in the East Coast they have that very, very large market share. 3 is to reduce their debt, refinance, do things like that so they're not paying interest and freeing up more money. And then 4 is to work on improving their relationship with their franchises. It's just improving quality control and everything like that. And then if a franchise is happy and Dunkin's happy, there won't be a need for lawsuits. Thank you.